Welcome to the channel, cuz we back. What y'all doing? Talk us in the chat. We fucking man. Welcome to the Tucky's channel. We have a good day. Hope y'all having a good day as well. You know what it is. Talk to us in the chat. Out here peddling positivity, let me tell you. Hope everybody's having a great day. You know, it's been a pretty chill one for me, if I do say so, man. We've been vibing for sure. Should have written a bandana. 1 second, gotta get my thing. Sorry. I wasn't dressed for the occasion. Oh yeah. Alright. The old cinch and shove, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got it. Talk to us in the chat. Yeah. Oh, kitty. You're early. Come on. The cat is early. Hey, shout out to Talon Hauser. What up, yo? That one's for you, Talon Hauser. One light. Oh. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. Talk to us in the chat. We vibing, thriving, as we always say. I don't have my bracelet on today, and I feel weird. I feel naked. Don't got my bracelet on. Y'all see my wrist. We got almost fast enough at the fast twitch so to peek the camera. You see how I say it? It's close. If you want to know what that action is, that's your draw from a holster. You know what I mean? So that's how what that muscle does. It's, you know what I mean? The fast you draw from it. You know what I mean? Smart. Talk to us in the chat. I'm gonna get this caffeine water real quick. That's okay. Sorry, I'm gonna put cuts. This is so cut. Hopefully you forgive me. But talk to us in the chat. Hey man, I expected that the stream might be funneled a little slower with the viewers due to the fact that it's the third one of the day. I accidentally had to restart my stream earlier. Roy! Rapid Roy! What you doing, What you up to today, Roy? How's your day been? Anything cool happen? Just call me a hoe? What kind of hello is that? Yeah. He said, how? So just because you can roll a bell by yourself don't mean you're the only one, alright? We'll wrestle right now. Alright? How big a boy are you? I just kidding. Y'all about to watch two Southerners talk mad shit. I don't think you shit good. How about that? I'd have fun. I think it'd be funny to watch. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for a good Southern shouting match lately that didn't have anything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't think you shit, cuz. Well, what? You ain't got to think nothing. Get that ass whooped, cuz. You ain't got to think tall, alright? See, it's more fun when there ain't no, like, anger behind it, you know what I mean? You really hear what we sound like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny. That's good. That's a good way to start the stream. I love that. I love that. I guess we could always finish stream if we starting off with that. With that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got two. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it comes in later though. Gradually, it's like after a second. I was gonna cough there. Thank you, Propel. Donkeys? The fuck you tell? I got guard donkeys. Hey, she don't know. But there is a such thing. Oh yeah. If you want to protect your animals against, like, you know, other animals, get you donkeys. Yeah. That's not a joke though. You got a coyote problem, coyotes come bothering your goats and stuff, get you a donkey. You won't be doing that very long, I'll tell you that. Yeah, if y'all One Piece fans, you'll enjoy this. He's gonna Sanji that fox real quick. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hit him with the Sanji. Pow. It said Pac-Man on the trap. It's a slapper. That's real. It's real. I'd hate to be the guy in the middle of the night, walk up on someone's property and they got donkeys. One moment. Alright, we good. I thought it was a crisis, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't. Ah. Dude, that would suck. Dude, my cat got hurt recently, man. The dogs attacked it and got its belly. It's healing now. But this morning, I thought it had like reopened it. Dude, I was having a crisis. I ain't gonna lie. I was in a crisis management mode. What up, Zyler Hubbard? Welcome to nature. Nature is very indifferent to your emotions. Nature doesn't care if you find it grisly or not. You know what I mean? It's just like, it is what it is. Look, nature's crazy. You gotta be crazy to be part of a world where you could be best friends with something, right? Another animal. And then one day your stomach just growl the right way and you eat your homie. Now listen, that's a different world, alright? Animals, like, they don't have sentience kind of like that, so they don't really care, right? I mean, yeah, what can you do? What can you do? You know what I mean? Well, I mean, you gotta go apologize and, you know? Get him a new cat. I mean, like, Snuffles got a new sibling, hey! I mean, yeah, that's like unspoken though, yeah? Get you a flat shovel. Yeah? I live in Appalachia, so like that ain't really nothing crazy. They had a pig die yesterday or day before, one of them last few days, and they was picking it up this morning. It wasn't pretty. Well, aren't you sweet? He said, "Suck to suck, nerd," and I'm. Essentially, in a kinder way. Who, Ava? Who? Y'all did some more art today. I finally colored that shit, man. You want to see it, man? There's one of them. Yeah, it's a little piece. Just a little something, something. You know, it's got a lot of purples of different varieties. And then I did myself something, just a J for my name. It's backwards, yes, because it's on camera, but yeah. It's clean. It's pretty. Just a little practice, you know? It's very clean and you look good. We're gonna make a sticker pack. Sell it to you fuckers. For very cheap. I don't, you know, hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. I'm kind of dog you. I got that dog in me, kid. Now, which one? The little ones are Jack Russell and Payne's a Brindle Pit mix. And then little baby Riley's a Jack Russell baby too. Wee little bitty thing. Yeah, old Riley, man. The potato is sleeping right there. You see the little tiny thing? Right there? You see it? That's a puppy. Right there. That little tiny thing in front of my finger. That's a puppy. Sleeping. It's my I have to back. Whoa! Shit! Oh, I'm gonna have to end my stream, guys. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, it's cute. It's cute. Had a phone call. From the grave. You know, no, it wasn't. It was my lady, but you know. Y'all have no fun no more, do you? I didn't even get one laughing emoji off that, you fucking sour sons of bitches. Fuck. No, she hung up. She just let me know she's done with her shit already. She killed it today. She's an hour ahead of schedule. Hell yeah, Dr. F. He said, I'm going out of here. Woo! Yeah, dude, Aussie is, I heard some news today. I haven't confirmed to see if it's real or not. But I have tried not to think about him. Because that's my favorite rock and roll guy. You know what I mean? My favorite rock and roll singer, and I'm about to be real sad if the news I heard today was true. It's gonna break my heart, and I've been really trying to avoid it, y'all. You're talking to a long term. Yeah, I know. I heard a rumor today, and I haven't confirmed it yet. I haven't been wanting to. But, yeah, a long time back, Sabbath. I've owned on vinyl. We've sold our soul for rock and roll. Master of Reality. I quit listening to them when they made Dio their lead singer, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. But, yeah. Why waste the money? Why waste the money? Is it a pure breed bulldog? Is it a pure breed bulldog? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, right now, I can go get the lady whose yard I mowed the other day, a lady I called my grandma named Cheryl. They have American bullies, American bulldogs, right? And let me tell you, they sell them puppies for $3,000 when the market's at top price. So, that ain't no cheap dog. Yeah, man. I know, right? Dude, I agree. I mean, yeah, Sharon's cool and all, but she ain't Aussie. It is what it is, you know. Like I ain't gonna apologize for that opinion. Sharon didn't sing for Black Sabbath. Sharon didn't like help like facilitate some of the greatest psychedelic moments of my lifetime. Dude, I paid $800 for a corgi mix. I promise you I did. Yeah, I paid that much money for a dog for. See, it ain't. You gonna pay, nowadays? Everybody thinks they shit's better than gold. You know what I'm saying? I went and got a warranty done on my car, dude, and for 1 day of work, dude, the mechanic shop put that they charged the fucking warranty company $1,000 for 1 day of work. I was like, y'all think y'all some hot shit, don't you? Like, everybody is so greedy nowadays, dude. $5,000 for a donkey. You're smoking crack. I done lassoed somebody else's. Think I won't. Think I won't. You know that my old channel, right across the street from the grandma over there, there's these new rich people who moved into the holler over there who got these horses right up beside the road. I mean, right beside the road. I'm like, every time I go over there, man, I'm just like, because I walk over there, and I'm good with horses. I'll go over there and be like, and call them babies over to the fence, give them a peppermint, you know what I'm saying? And one fateful night, you know, you never know what'll happen. Yeah, I mean, Dude, yeah, you just now understanding how much like livestock goes for, man. That's why our family growing up grew produce. Produce is a lot less work than livestock. I don't care what you say, it's true. It's true. I dump a bag of seeds. I ain't gotta raise it. I just put it in the dirt. I wait for it to rise out the dirt. That's it. I harvest it. Yeah, man, cows sell for good. I've been to a couple cattle sales. I just, you know, the one thing you don't gotta deal with produce. We just gonna talk about it. And hey, don't go over there neither, Roy. All right, they cut your boy off when he was the guy making it rise. You know what I mean? Y'all, I can't fucking breathe out my nose right now. We better get some nasal spray. Hold on. Your boy Tucky's like getting like I don't know locked in. I can't even breathe out my nose, y'all. Hold on. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I was kidding. Bit the top of my buddy's finger off last time he messed with him. I can't say on TV or live stream what I would do if your donkey bit the tip of my finger off. Let's just say I'm country too. Well, you know what I Mm-mm. Mm-mm. See, when they got a bad animal around here, they'll call old Tucky over there because old Tucky ain't gonna take it. Alright, y'all ain't gonna about to act that way around old Tucky. Okay, yeah. Especially being an animal like a cow, like a bull. You can ask Lauren Love, man. I'll stand and stare a bull right in its freaking eyes, dude. I ain't worried about that sucker. We gonna go. It was about winter time last year, man. I had a bull chasing me around the back part of this field behind me over here, and he kept coming after me. Right, he'd already attacked her mom and everything else. So you know what I did? I went a walking, and he came after me. So I said, "Come on." So I took off around the bend. You know what I'm saying? And we have these where we cut down some cedar trees. We laid them up on top of each other in the middle of the field, right? So I run up, climb up the cedar trees real quick. Well, he comes up, right? Runs up, but he knows he can't climb because he's a bull, right? He can't do that. Uh, we're looking at each other like this. And you can ask Lauren Love. He tried to swing his head one time. I said, right between the eyeballs, boy. And then the next I elbowed him right between the eyeballs. And then that bull ain't never. Next time he came up to me, he looked at me, I looked at him, and he backed up. I said, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna hit you." What do you mean? You better not come for me. I defend myself. I ain't about to get ran over by no bull. I ain't about to get punked by no bull neither. Yeah, you know what I mean? You just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes them animals don't. That's why I like produce, man. When I grow corn, it doesn't try to ram me from behind. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the second old boy started looking up my tree and I put one in his forehead. uh-uh. No, no, no. I'd have pulled out my video camera for the game warden to see. I'd be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then did what I had to do. You know what I mean? I'd be like, you see, Mr. Game Warden, he was coming up a tree. I'm stuck up 30 feet in the air. You think I'm about to deal with this problem any way other than the way I did? You're crazy. You're crazy. Nah, man, you can't, man, you can't. Like, it's a bull. This is a giant creature. Okay? I just don't think the perspective really hits folks until the perspective really hits folks. Like, I mean, down in between Bowling Green and Allen County, there was a guy I know who raised wolves, right? Like, full, purebred wolves, right? Right. And one day he let me go in the pen, but he told me, he said, don't look up and stare at him because you'll get got. It's a respect thing, right? So I went in there and I was like, yeah, whatever. But it didn't really hit me, the danger I was in, until one walked beside me. And it felt like a car's length creature, almost made of fur, just walking beside me. And I was like, oh, oh. You know? Yeah. It's a more humbling situation. If it ain't a blessing, it's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be blessed that day in that wolf pen. I'm telling you that, oh boy. I saw him at the Dollar General recently. You know that? I was with my mama, hanging out with my mama for the first time in ages. And I went and I saw him at the Dollar General. Wears white cowboy boots and got blonde highlights in his hair. Yeah, dude, I was on the channel for sure. Don't you tell him that name. We don't want to give him no credit. We don't want him no publicity. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. Mm-mm-mm. They'll get their publicity soon enough. I promise you that. Oh, I know. That's why the numbers ain't reflecting no more. Old boy's trying to get his hype up, but fake just don't make, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tucky, tell you what it is, cuz. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, that's the motto, man. We got 3 likes. Woo! Delicioso. You know what I'm saying? But we vibing. This morning we got 180 something. 87, I think it was. Dude, I know, bro. I have evidence. I done put it on here before. I got receipts. We had 2,000 views a show. 2,000 views a show. Now they get less than 200. How you got 1,000 plus subscribers, but getting less than 200 views a show? I don't make no sense now. The proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean? Like, it's public knowledge. You know what I mean? But the question still remains. You know? Kobe. Yeah. Me and the devil. I'm so tired of hearing that soundbite, y'all. Can we just talk about that, please? Every time now, I'll be in the room and I hear, me and the devil. I'm like, ah! What are you talking about? We got 4, baby. Who? Per Erickson. Yeah, man. I'm just so tired of hearing that freaking sound. That sound at it, man. I really am. Ain't no motherfucking way. Let's fucking go. Ain't no way. What? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Oh, okay. I thought somebody was in here or something. Someone bad. I was like, I'm peeping that shit, cuh. Me the jam. I swear. It's so stuck in my head, y'all. I swear, dude. I can't get it out. I just. You better drop a like, Solo Dolo. But yeah, man, shout out to anybody who else is tired of hearing that crap. Everybody over here playing me and the devil, and I'm over here like this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Hell yeah, I do that. So, if it ain't a blessing, it's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Woo! I should not have done that. Woo! Hold on. Hold on, kid. Johnny. Don't put that shit on me. Woo! Alright, what's up, man? Sorry, y'all. I was looking for something, but I can't find it. So that's alright, I guess. But what y'all doing, man? Talk to us in the chat. Tell you trying to go to sleep then. Well, I'm tired, but my girlfriend keeps texting me, so I can't go to bed. Well, it sounds like some bullshit. I just kid, man. I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, if the hours are according, you know what I mean, she should understand if you tell her you're trying to go to sleep. Communication is key, brother. Jeebus. Oh, man. You know backwoods about if she don't let what? You didn't even finish the sentence. Dude, I gotta fart so bad, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this mic. Alright, we good. Alright. I had to mute my mic real quick. That thing slip, you know what I'm saying? I gotta scoot up, man. Get in the game. Be a professional streamer with it. Roy said, I'm here, man. Hell yeah. You're not alone, Roy. It looks like you got Ava Bonnie in here. Solo Dolo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope y'all having a blessed day. You deserve it. I'm having a gas bubble issue. That's why you keep seeing me make this face. Shit was beating me, bro. It's just gonna ignore. What's gonna ignore? What you talking about, Willis? Hell yeah, Roy. I'll take an honorary hit. But yeah, we do that for you, Roy. Roy said, don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm gonna go get a water. I'll be right back. I'm looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. Don't you know I'm still standing? Shit! Busted my ass at that. Whoa! Did y'all hear that? I slipped on a piece of paper. Oh no! Did y'all hear that? Wow. That shit got me going, man. I'm sorry. That was funny as hell. Give me that. A bit of the bubbly. I don't know why I'm bubbly, but it's bubbly. It's all them chemicals in it, you know what I mean? Them old chemicals. Hey, old brother, you ever drink your water with them there chemicals in it, you know what I mean? I would ask y'all if y'all have ever heard somebody that sounded like that, but it's probably unlikely. I could bring somebody on here that I know right now in the area. I don't know where he'd be at in the area. He's kind of a free spirit, but we could get him on here. He'd sound exactly like that. I kind of feel like that. Do that what them ladies do with the dread. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have gave myself a concussion. Like I whacked my head too hard. I was like, ooh. I don't know if I like doing that. I got the air on, so it's drying my hair out profusely, man. Say chemicals on the stream as many times before you can laugh. Chemicals. Get old chemicals up in here, yeah, man. You mixing them chemicals together, you put them on the burner. You cook you up something nice right there. Yeah. Them chemicals right there. Get your materials. In one setting? In one setting? Well, answer us. Hell yeah. Roy, my hero, bro. Real Roy, a heathen. Roy, my hero, brother. Salute to Roy. We gonna do one for old Roy right now. Yeah, you better stay on here the whole time then, Roy. We'll smoke weed. Woo! That's a long ass arm. Yeah. He said, I can't fucking breathe. He said, hell yeah, we party now. He said, party now. I heard Tucky's other voice right there. How many people could hear that side of Tucky? You know, at an hour, I usually smoke in front of the camera. You know, we try to play nice for the first hour, but because Roy's giving all he's got today, God, dude, my scalp is drying out from this cold air, bro. You might see me put my hair up. I don't know if I like this part right here. I got the air conditioner on high and the fan on high, and just drying my shit out. I have to go put in some leave-in conditioner or something and get it all fines it up again. Fonzu. Franzes. Fuck it, we gonna smoke in front of the camera. Who cares? You know, Roy, you gonna do it, we gonna do it, baby. The famous words of Wiz Khalifa, cause real G's smoke when they won't. We'll put the special ring on for you, Roy. You know what it is. It's like Captain Planet with the ganja part. You know what I mean? Captain Planet! Alright, y'all, we're gonna do some push-ups. I'm gonna get lit. We're gonna do some push-ups. You know what push-ups are? So a push-up is you inhale it. That's one. Inhale again on top of that without exhaling. That's two. Repeat, rinse and repeat. You feel me? So we're gonna do 4 push-ups because we got 4 likes. So if you down, do it with us out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you wanna know something funny, Roy? Y'all remember that video about 4 years ago, maybe more than that, where that guy was in the courtroom and he fired up a J in the courtroom? He said, "This is for the people." You remember that? Remember that video? Any of y'all remember that? David Spencer? Well, even if you don't, we'll look it up. Look up guy smokes a joint in the courtroom, right? And you'll see it. And that is the same county I live in right now. That dude's dead. Like, you know that? He was like young as hell in that video, but he's dead now. Like, just a few years later. Crazy, ain't it? Wild. Tucky got with Sharon. Sharon got Sharice. They were sharing Sharon's topic on the topic of disease. They were all in love with dying. They were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down a mountain. I fucking don't know why that song stuck up in my head, right? Anybody can tell me the name of the band that sings that song? I don't mind the sun sometimes, images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Y'all know who sings that? It's the Butthole Surfers. The song's called Pepper. It's real. Yeah. Hell yeah, Roy. Hell yeah. Dude, I also found out today I have a button on my channel that I can do that shows me everyone who subscribed. So I subscribe. I've been going through subscribing to everybody on that list. Cool. Huh? Yeah. So now I can give all y'all back to make sure I get everybody who subscribed to me back. Yeah, man. Pretty cool if you ask me. You have to watch me smoking this one, Ron. Amazing. We're at 47 minutes. We got a fart again. I'm not gonna do it because I'm on camera. Oh, we got 7 in it? What? Talk to us in the chat. Double tap the screen, drop a like, we'll hit the pin. We've been smoking for Roy. Apparently, Roy has 6 zips. Shout out to Roy, our hero. Old Captain Ganja. Ugh. Let me change my For You page so you can barely notice just the difference. Yeah, it's not a long white one. Yeah. 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 I mean, that's the only difference I can notice is a little, tutor. You know what I mean? Talk to us in the chat, dude. We've already been on here for almost an hour. I'm happy about that. I'm sure we've got some pretty good amount of views, guys. It's been lit. Dude, our morning streams have been fire. Fire. Way shocking outcome than I thought for the morning streams, bro. Like crazy. I'm blowing my mind. But don't get too comfortable with the morning ones every day, because sooner than later, your boy will have to be doing just evening ones due to the fact of just scheduling stuff. You know what I mean? Come August, it's gonna get pretty busy on Tucky's end. So I don't know if there'll be 10 a.m. streams every day. You know what I mean? But I'll try my best to do it every day. That's a weekday at least. Faux show. So this makes 500 milligrams of caffeine I'll be consuming today. I would not advise that to anybody. This is how you do a true hippie speed bomb. But mind you, I have consumed a lot of water with this, alright? Like, quite a bit. You know? But you couldn't tell someone had consumed 500 milligrams of caffeine, bro. You couldn't tell me I look like that right now. I'm just like, you know, there's just no way you could say that. Me too. But you see, this water has 100 milligrams of caffeine in it. So, Cobain. That's the second one you've seen on here for sure. I'm kidding. It doesn't hit like that, but yeah, 500 milligrams of caffeine really don't like, isn't as like blown away as you would think it. You know, when you got like mega ADHD like me, it's like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even feel crazy. Like, I'm just like, man. That's wild, dude. Now I'm gonna tell you, them little tweakers though, they got something else in them, bro. Because them little tweaker shots, they call them tweakers, and them get me, you know, fired up. But yeah, I think that's why I've got mild indigestion. Right now, I've consumed a lot of caffeine water today, and one C4 energy drink, which has 200 milligrams. Plus, I have 4 caffeine waters left, and I have 1 left in the package after I drank that one. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3. We have 5. Ah, 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 ah. Nobody's Sesame Street fan in this motherfucker? What the fuck? This childhood must have sucked. And I grew up in poverty. Alright, but like, at least I got to laugh at the fucking count, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, 1, you know what I mean? If you didn't get the fucking Sesame Street, that shit was free. You could, when I was a kid, you could have fucking hooked a fucking coat hanger to the TV and wiggled that shit and caught Sesame Street. Alright, so you can't play me like it was hard to get Sesame Street. Ain't nobody gonna give me that shit. I remember when they took off TV from like that way of life, you know what I'm saying? It was right after I watched the NBA Finals in my bedroom with doing the same coat hanger shit when it was the Celtics and they had won with Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. That was when, you know, that was the year after that was when they cut off TV when it was like free. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't shit TV neither. You got Saturday morning cartoons. You got sports on Sunday. It wasn't bad at all. Andy Griffith came on that. What do you mean? It was fine. My TV 30. You know what I mean? It was cool. Now you gotta pay for everything, you know what I mean? But back then you could have just turned on a TV and sat it in a certain part of the room and you'd get free TV. You know what I mean? Like at least my show is like free, you know what I mean? I don't make any money or charge any money to watch this. can't say I'm as good as the NBA Finals. But you get what you get in the modern times. You know what I mean? Comes with the territory. But I've watched these other streamers now, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. There's some wild individuals out here streaming. I mean, I got a wild personality, I guess, but like, no, there's some different folks out here streaming for real. I be flipping through sometimes, and I'm like, yo, yo. Makes you feel a little bit better. You know, I might not have the craziest following, but at least I know I'm, representing myself in a good light. You know what I'm saying? And I can be happy with that. You know, right? You know, I've seen some wild streaming out here in this world. Wow. Oh yeah, nah, that's legal in half the freaking planet now at this point. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. When I was in the army before, everything was legal nowadays, uh, I was an alcoholic. You know what I mean? And it wasn't good for a boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I don't do that anymore, and I could just smoke. You know what I mean? It allows me to live a more fulfilling life. You know what I mean? With less issues. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, they don't. I had a ball drinking. I just didn't make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes away that inhibition. You know. So now I live a more consciously healthy life. You know what I mean? Think a bit more critically about my decisions and whatnot. You know? Maybe live a little bit longer instead of running the finish line as fast as humanly possible. You know? And I was taking off on a race to the finish line too. I was an infantryman, which is a job you get shot at, and I was an alcoholic. So I was running to the finish line at light speed. You know what I mean? So now I don't do that. You know, I actually wanna. I actually care about my life and wanna live a little bit. You know what I mean? But for a while there, hell no. There's a lyric that said, something in my rabbit soul said I had to go toe to toe with the devil. Fell in love with a gypsy girl, said you couldn't risk it on a rebel, at least not one that didn't have a cause, and I guess back then that's all I really was. That's the truth. There's a Tyler Childers song that says, I was out on a drunk. I've sang it on here before. He says, I'm wild enough to shoot at, but too high to hit and too low to try. Try as I might to have good intentions, natural born heathens love a backslider's wine. And I did, boy. Let me tell you, I love that backslider's wine like I did, boy. Dude, yeah, man, you gotta, but man, if you quit drinking, and man, you gotta stay on that. You know what I mean? You gotta stay on that. You can't just slip, man. It's too easy to, man, have a party. You know? So yeah. No. That's why I have smoking parties now instead, because it's a bit more healthier on my life in multiple aspects. 5. Yeah, Roy. Those were the days. Now, yeah, those were not the days. Those were the days of me getting in trouble, fucking it up. I was having a ball. And then when I started mixing triple C's with alcohol, boy, I was in it to win it, boy. Yeah, I was unstoppable till I hit a wall. Boom, you know what I mean? Not literally, but it all came crashing down eventually. Same, same, ditto. It's a growth thing. I feel like, you know what I mean. It's just you level up. You know what I mean. Some people don't. Some people don't. You know what I mean. That's their thing. But like for me, it was like a ascension thing. And I've told all my friends that there will be a point where I don't really consume anything. That's my goal. Is to have no vice that holds anything over me like that. You know what I mean? That I feel like I have to have. Or I need to have, or I want it for this reason, you know what I mean? I ain't got none with me right now, brother. Trust me, you know. Flower gives me a certain, like, vibe. When I hit flower power, dude, you'll know about it. You'll know about it. But we ball on a budget, so I get these pretty good sized carts, you know what I mean, that will last longer through the, you know, than periods of grinding, you know? These dual coil come with 9 grams in it. Ow. Hell, I was like 14, dude. So, I'm 30. So, 30 minus 10 would be 20. So, 16 years ago. But, fair to say, I took a break when in the Army. So, 16 subtract 4. So, more like 12. More like 12. Yeah. For sure. Look, you can admit this if you know it. Alright? If you've done it, you've done it. Okay? Let's just talk about it. I consider someone a true smoker, a chieftain, if they have smoked their body weight in smoke. If you know, you know. Like, you can admit, you know. You can just be certain about that. It's not even a question. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell y'all this. When I first moved to Michigan and it was legal, right? I spent $3K in 3 months on smoke. I got the Cash App receipts, baby. I was making good money, way better money than I made down here. So I was balling. I was making $1,000 a week, dude. So spending 3K in 3 months and making $1,000 a week makes it look a lot better, you know what I mean, than it would if I was making money down here. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you could say you smoked your body weight in smoke, you know what I mean? I think you've reached that point. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, like it's real, bro. Like you just know. You know, like you can ask anyone who's really been doing it a long time, and they'll just definitely say yes or no to that question. And they're like, yeah, yeah, absolutely, like, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, yeah, yeah, like, there's no way. I gotta have it, like. What? What is that? What flag is that? I don't know what flag that is. I'm not educated to that. Palestine. Amen. Freedom, cuz. Freedom. Why not? Don't get me started on that one, Solo Dolo. We gonna plead the fifth on that. But listen. 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 Alright. I'm just gonna tell you this. No, we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. I said I wasn't gonna. I told my lady I wouldn't talk about it on stream. I know, man, but I've had to get some people's faces about that, man. You know what I'm saying? I get a little hot about it because, like, there's just, yeah, no, never mind. It's so easy to, it's like, I have a saying to say this about the rest of the world, not them two, just the rest of the world, right? You ready? Hot take. The same thing as bad as a bad man is the indifference of good men. You know, right? So, like, that means someone who could stand by and watch if somebody does something is just as bad as the bad man. You know what I mean? And I believe that with all my heart. Stand on that. That's why I became an infantryman. You know what I mean? Because I 100% believe that. If you have the power to interact, intervene, you should. And, you know, when you don't, I don't think that puts you on the right side of history. But that's all I'm gonna say about it. Yeah, maybe because I ain't about to dive into that because I get real bad at it. I'm a man of my principles. You know what I mean? I have principles. I might be a fool, but I'm full of principles. You know what I mean? For sure, for sure. I ain't no ignorant fool. I'm a fool of, you know, societal standards of seriousness. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to respond to certain things in certain manners that are so serious. It was like, how do you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, man, calm it down. Have poise, tact. You know what I mean? Those are good things there. Yeah, hey man, listen, I plead the fifth on that, but I'll say I've been around a bunch of it, for sure. But yeah, the hashish, yeah, man. You missed it. Asco Smash 420, man. We was streaming for a while there on some hashish, man. I had a quite a large amount of hashish around. You know what I mean? Quite the amount of hashish, and it was popping. It was popping. I'm glad the era ended. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm glad the era ended. My respiratory system is glad the era ended. It was It was cool. We had a ball. When that ended, the old channel ended. Yeah. So what you do is you get the bowl, right? And then you get the J and you stick it in the carb hole. And so it's like sticking out the side like this, right? And you light that and that at the same time. And double smoke on it. That's what I like to do. Two-timing it with Tuckies, you know what I'm saying? Twice the power. Give it a whirl. Stick it in the carb. Bar down on that thing, kid. You know what I'm saying? Hit it with the fire. Ooh. We smoking with you, Roy. I'm about to have to go pee. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Drank all this caffeine water. Now I'm all like, alright, pee. So I will be back. I'm gonna go pee. Stay hydrated. Drink Pepsi. We back. Alright. So, yeah, we back. He said he's smoking on that gas. Like to be on Cinemax. So, we're here all the way with you, Roy. Bob's. I'm from Yemen. I thought you was from Pakistan. Or Palestine or whatever. Sorry. My bad. Your boy didn't score high on geography, alright? Leave me alone. How much for $100? What you mean? Better not be no bunk shit neither. You know what I'm saying? You been playing, old boy. In Yemen? I heard it's pretty wild in Yemen too, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Well, I bet. It's intriguing. You know what I mean? What would I do though? What would one do with that much hashish? What would one do? What would you do if you're not like you know like what are you gonna do? I keep bringing it back. You know what I mean? So like, what would I do with that much hashish? You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to just be out in public and be like, all right, anybody who wants some, we gonna burn it. We gonna get down, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what else would you do with it? Like, I mean, yeah, I got a hundo on it. Yeah, here you go. And then dude, I'd be like, uh, what do we do? Well, bam, you know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point, like, if you're not trapping, where it's just comical to have that much of like, product. You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing people who don't trap have, like, a pound, you know what I mean? Like, California. Because you're like, dude, that's gonna, like, you gonna have that for the next, like, ever, dog. And there's a thing called terpene tolerance, you know what I mean? So, like, your tolerance might not go up, but your terpene tolerance, that's whatever they use, that same plant, you know what I mean? The terps in it. So, like, it ain't even gonna be, like, good by the end of it. You know? That's just real. I'm still picturing myself with that, man, like, that much hash, man, just I would take a picture. I'd be like, Mom, look. uh, but like, other than that, I don't know what I would do. Yeah. It's comical, man. It's hilarious to think about. It really is. That's why I be laughing when people are like, I got 7 pounds. You're like, and like, what are you gonna do with that? No, bro. No, 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 no. I'm looking at it relatively. Like, I've seen. You're talking about a kilo, bro. A, a kilogram of hash. Okay. I don't think you understand. Alright. That's how I know. Like, how long have you been smoking? Okay? Because, like, I'm gonna tell you, anyone who's been smoking a while ain't gonna want a whole kilo of hash. Dude. They're just not. I wouldn't, because you're gonna get tired of it so fast. And then, what do you do with it? You know what I mean? Like, if you sell it, you get in trouble. You know what I mean? And trust me, I'm gonna tell you, when I had a giant amount of hash, you could try and trade that with people, but they're only gonna trade it so many times. 'Cause it's not a flavor for everybody. You know what I mean? Take that from experience. I'm telling you, it gets a little hard to, even get rid of it if you want to get rid of it in any way possible. I ain't incriminating shit, but any way possible. You know what I mean? Like, if you just want to give it away, some people don't even want it because it's hash, and hash is harsh. You know what I mean? Wise words from someone who's bought a Coke bottle. It was a Coke bottle full. Like, Smash can vouch for this. I will say that. Smash can vouch for every word I'm talking about. A Coke bottle full. And that was a lot. Dude, but like, that's solid hash, dude. Listen, yeah, hey, to each their own, brother. I ain't about to argue over any person's opinion. You know what I mean? It's cool. I am totally fine with not having it. You can be totally fine with it. You know what I mean? Take you a trip to Yemen, pick you up a cute little hand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey. But like, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I would need or want even a kilo of hair. Now that you say it's 2.2, like 2.2 pounds, like Jesus, dude. Like, when I had a Coke bottle full, man, like this much, dude. It's getting too deep. I'm on way too much caffeine to be getting this deep about this, man. Alright, like, y'all gonna get me fired up. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't playing it. But, I might need it after this too. I'll tell you. My Oni side, you can't see it underneath the sleeve, but his eyes was catching on fire. I said I theoretically believe that in my head that when I started to feel a certain way, it's the guy's, I can't see him, but his green eyes just start lighting on fire. It's just like, hell yeah, Roy. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. What kind of dog you got, Roy? Ooh-wee. I need to hit this thing. I'm gonna hit a blinker, y'all. Fuck out. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a good old money, man. There you go, bro. Networking. Woo! Hit the reset button with that blinker, boy. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I got you right. You know what I mean? Get you. Get you wiggling back. Yeah. Talk to us in the chat, y'all. Dude, my eyes is just like the tiniest slits, bro. It's just like, hold on, you ready? There you go. This boy's getting red, boy. I need to be some Visine, cuz. I need a Visine sponsor. Stat. He said I went back in the house. Woo, Roy, I hit a blinker. Let me tell you. You got me a... Hell yeah, he said pay my way, baby, and we'll be on the way, alright? But my dream country to go to is Nepal, man. I head over in that direction. I want to get, you know, I just want to go to Nepal. I don't know why. Yeah. It just seemed fire. Yeah, shout out to that. We got a motherfucking viewer from Yemen. Dude, that was a fire map on Call of Duty, by the way. Black Ops 1. Y'all remember Yemen? The map Yemen? It was fire. Dude, Switzerland is not as peaceful as you believe, dude. Go check that shit out. No, man. They have some major gang violence issues that were popping off. Yeah, I know. There's a whole, like, Traveler Ross documentary about it. Like, Switzerland's popping right now. Alright? Like, it was, like, the last couple years. Swear. Look it up. Look that shit up, cuz. Yeah, Switzerland, ain't what it used to be, alright? Now, like, Sweden's more what you're thinking about right now. Like, Sweden ain't really got that issue. Switzerland, yeah. Wasn't his name like Einar or something? Was like a rapper who got killed and stuff. Like, had a big thing about him. Like, yeah, dude, there's a whole giant thing about Switzerland. Like, people don't even know about that. Like, Switzerland's pretty wild right now. Because Switzerland used to be like the Swiss Alps, you know what I mean? It was like, you know what I mean? Like Heidi and shit, you know? But now it's like, not that. Yeah, it is not that. You know where I go, man? Yeah, if I would go to a country, like if I could just pop up in one right now, probably Ireland. Cause I got red hair and blue eyes. I think I'd do all right. Just till I catch the accent, you know what I mean? Then I just walk around like, wait. The only thing throw them off is I got a tan. I got a fucking two-tone on my arm. I'd be the only Irish person there who, I had native blood in me. My papa had native blood, and you could tell because I'd be the only ginger walking around with a tan. You know what I'm saying? It's two-tone. You feel me? They're like, why you brown, dude? I mean, on your arms. I'd be like, yeah, dude, I wonder though. Like, I've always questioned that. Like, if I just like didn't say a word and just rode into Ireland, how long I could get away with people thinking I was Irish, like from there. You know what I mean? Just wear like a regular T-shirt with no logos. You know what I mean? Tennis shoes. Just walk around. You know what I mean? Just till how long till they like figured me out. You know what I mean? Like. I'd be like, bro, like, listen, I don't. But the second I said a word, dude, they'd be like, so I'm about they'd be like, they jiggle me up instantly. I'm like, what y'all doing? They'd be like, no, man, I just, nah, cause I can never give up on my name and my channel is Tucky's, man. I love Kentucky, man. I can never. Man, I done gave I'm a veteran, dude. I done gave too much time to this dang place. I gotta rep it, you know what I mean? At this point, you know what I mean? Like, once you done sacrifice that much time of your life in this bitch, for this bitch, you gotta, nah, you done picked a team. When it's up, it's stuck, cause, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Kentuckian, and that'll be that way till I die. I know where I came from. He said, I don't gotta know where I'm going, I just gotta know where I've been. Tomato with that tub. But yeah, now we would definitely get caught up the fucking minute I started talking. Like, what do you mean, man? Let me tell you, brother. They'd be like, it'd be obvious. It's like, how's the crowd? Can you be like, oh yeah, man, it's far, dude. We be out here. Oh yeah, that'd be funny as hell though. I think the one thing that would also get me is like I wouldn't be like in a neighborhood, so like most people in small neighborhoods know the people in their neighborhood. You know what I mean? So when someone walking through, especially with my hair, oh yeah, dude. I feel like I'd be spotted pretty good. I love my hair though. It is what it is. That's my. I thought about cutting it a while back, but I've changed my mind. Way back. I ain't gonna do it. Thinking about making a pizza later. Oh, Michelangelo here is inspiring me. Don't you love his face? I keep his thing here for inspiration. You know what I mean? While I'm streaming, he's just there. He also holds my rings. So like, yeah. So, homie. And I can use the nunchucks. So, like, you know, that's pretty cool, too. Now, Tucky ain't lying. Y'all want to see me using nunchucks, I go get them. I ain't playing. I got them in the other room right now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Orange Crush is fire. I'm a grape soda man myself. I like me some grape soda. Yeah, dude, I feel like in a place like the UK, I would have like no issue. Cause I got nunchucks, dude. Like, I would have a fun. I don't feel like I'd be like someone roll up with a little pocket knife and be like, "I yeah, kid." Or like people don't think about that. If you carry a walking stick, it makes it a lot harder for someone with a small knife to get you when you've got 4 feet on them. Yeah, I mean, like you gotta get a walking stick. You walk in, you're like, oh, whap. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Whap, whap. Yeah, okay. There you go. Just said, like, Americans in the UK, I feel like it's a different ball. It's like being an American in Germany. It's the same situation. You know, I ain't got no guns or nothing, so you're like, oh, ain't no guns? Oh, hell yeah, okay. So you ain't gonna shoot me or nothing? Oh, okay, hell yeah. You know what I mean? You can spot an American like a sore thumb in Germany, dude. I promise you that. Just the way we conversate, the way we move, the way we, everything. You can spot us like a sore thumb, dude. I used to live in Germany as a soldier, so I could sit there and we'd be in the club, dude. You know when somebody was an American, dude, you'd be like, you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bitch, what state you from? Bitch, we know you American. How'd you know? Cause I'm American, cuz. What you doing? Dude, I would feel extremely safe. Now I look back at it, I would be so happy to roll into a club in a foreign country and the club be filled with U.S. Army infantrymen. Absolutely. Imagine being that U.S. tourist. You know what I mean? You'd be like, the second I say, yeah, yo, help! In this German ass bar, oh, dude, it's over! You have like the Secret Service for your ass right there. But like, way more like heathenistic, you know what I mean? That should be crazy. I never thought about it that way, but that'd be like I feel like I was royalty. You know what I mean? I get as lit as I wanted to in a foreign country. Hell yeah! And I come into the club and it's full of like I'm a tourist to Germany and I come in and it's me and my homies are over here getting trashed. But we're soldiers. We're U.S. Army infantrymen, right? So like we gonna get it done if it needs to get done. You know what I mean? And like, imagine being a tourist. I would buy them all drinks. So the second I had an issue, I'd be like, hey, y'all help me out. Oh, dude, it'd be like, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Because, like, and just how it would work that way. If it's exactly worked that way. I would definitely do that for an American in a foreign country. Absolutely. Be sitting there and see some Germans ganging up on an American. No, no, no. I don't even care what he did. He's on our team, cuz can't be doing that. That's real, dude. Me and the homies have went out, and I ain't saying this is a good idea. All right, but we would go out and we would wear like grunt style clothing, shirts, and like in Germany, right, to the club. Like we lived in Germany, so we go to Nuremberg, right, to party, and we would wear shirts that were grunt style that say back to back World War champs on them and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, why not? Like, I said ain't nobody got no guns, so it's about to get crazy up in here. You know what I mean? If it gotta, you know what I mean? So like we would just walk around Germany like being fools, cause there's also no public intoxication laws in Germany, so you can walk around drunk. So you got a bunch of country ass Americans drunk as hell in a foreign country where ain't no guns, so like the risk level just dropped. Just like security just through the floor, you know what I mean? Because you're worried, goes out the window, and you're like, ow. They already what metal detected you at the door, so I know you ain't got none. You know what I mean? It just, you know, because Americans are cocky idiots. That's what we are. I mean, let's be real about it. When put in a corner, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of pride. So, like, it's just the way it is. I can tell you stories from Germany, blow your mind, man. I tell you something. Christmas, picture this, alright? It's Christmas 2016, alright? Old Tucky and his homies have decided to, we're renting a Benz. You know what I mean? We all put our money together for the weekend, and we rent a Benz for Christmas 2016. You know what I mean? It's like a sedan. It's silver. It's got neon lights on the inside that line it. Oh, we was feeling slick. You know what I mean? Gucci Mane had just dropped Return to the East Atlanta Santa because he just got out of jail. So we was bumping that hardcore at the time. You know what I mean? Both was the track. You know what I mean? It was fire. And we was tripping. That's all I'm saying about that. And just rolling through Germany. Just that was my Christmas 2016. Going to hookah lounges and parties on my leave time. We all took leave, but we stayed in Germany, so we could just go into German public and do whatever we wanted for a couple weeks. Fine. Shout out to Christmas 2016, and then I left January 2017. I was gone. But Christmas 2016, your boy had a ball, boy. Hey, I'll take an oil hit with you, homie. Why would you just say damn? Ghost toad. With the strength. Tucky with the strength, cut. Ow. Holla. Dude, we've been on there for an hour and 40 minutes. We about to hit the 2-hour mark, y'all. Thought about throwing some more color on these pictures. Once again, wait till the sticker pack drop, cuz. It's gonna be fire. This one's just for me. I just did this one for practice before I did the other one. Because my name starts with a J. So, yeah. That one's gonna be a keeper for sure. I need to do something with this tea for Tuckies. You know what I mean? I ain't done nothing with it yet. That's wild, ain't it, man? I was on a vibe that day, boy. My art will reflect my energy for the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. If I make a good flowing picture, that means it's a good day. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no smoke. And mama cooked a breakfast with no pole. Got my grub on, but didn't pig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Put it up for later as I hit the floor, thinking would I live another 24. I gotta go cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass rock. Sorry. It's a good song. It's a fire song. You know what I mean? It was a good day. You know what I'm saying? Do you know there's a guy who went on the internet and like did the math and looked up everything and figured out exactly what day he was talking about? That was what exact day was Ice Cube's good day. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Let me go get a bottle of regular water. I feel like after drinking 500 milligrams of caffeine, you need to drink some like regular water with it, you know? I gotta go cause I got me a drop top of that switch. Everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim and she all night. I called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Hit me on the court and I'm trouble. Last week he fucked around and got a triple double. Freaking bitches every way like MJ. Can't believe today was a good day. You are. Don't want to get copyright struck, so you have to get the Tucky special. I'm gonna chug this water. Cheers. I really sip on water. I just chug it. So don't judge a boy. It is. It's a good time. It's a good time, man. You gotta stick with it. Woo! Yeah, yeah. Your boy Tucky stays hydrated, boy. Let me tell you. And I would encourage others to do the same as well. Your body's 75% water, you know, so if you're not hydrated, you're literally missing a piece of you. Think about that. Drink water. Like, if you could really, like, compile it together, if you're super dehydrated, yeah, you'd be missing, like, part of your finger. Like, if you could compile it into one place of a missing amount, think about it. If you're 75% water, that's 3/4, right? So, if you were missing a quarter of the 3/4, you put it all in one place, imagine what you would look like. You would be missing like a chunk. You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy when you think about it, you know? But it's factual. Dude, when we hit 2 hours though, your boys saying salutations, you know what I mean? Amount like we still got a good time though. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. And we're on time, so it'll be 10 o'clock almost on the money when we close this thing out. Which is cool. I'm glad we've ripped it out to 2 hour streams, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow morning we'll be back at it. It's Wednesday, baby. Hump day! I'm glad the world doesn't run around saying that no more, you know? It was getting old when everybody was saying it. You know, like, I don't mind hearing it here and there now. But you all remember when Hump Day was a thing. We all do. Talk to us in the chat. We ain't got a super amount, a lot of likes today, but I'm not mad about it. I don't. We've been picking up the likes. Don't get me wrong, but like we've also picked up views and like longer view duration. Like people stay for longer periods of time, and I'm happy about that. That's what I'm more happy with, man. I want people to stay for the whole thing. You know what I mean? Be in the chat. You know, we all hanging out, vibing. You know what I mean? Like just like a place to hang. You know what I mean? Promote each other's channels and all that jazz. You don't see that. Everybody's out for themselves. I'm trying to like, make a little community on Tucky's place, you know what I mean? You feel me? Hooked it up for later as I hit the door. Thinking, will I live another 24? I got the ant though. He ain't popping no more. Lauren Love should be getting home sooner than later. You know what I mean? My wonderful lady. I think she really liked the picture I drew. She's my critic, my art critic. You know what I mean? I bet what you think. Yeah, I mean, you should let me know if it looks bunk for real. But I myself have extremely high standards for myself, so it's gonna happen either way. Oh look, it's a Rufus. Whoa, my light's falling for some magical reason. There we go. My light was falling off. I'm telling you, I hate sitting up this like, hi, welcome to the Tucky's channel. What's up, though? Or be like one of them people like, hi, we're gonna play. Yeah. I think it's funny, man. We like to have fun. We got 10 minutes left, y'all. Well, or like 10 minutes 45 seconds, or 9 minutes 45 seconds. But, yeah. It's been real, dude. I love good long streams like this, man. It's real, I told you, it really helps me out, too, man. Shout out to everybody watching. I hope y'all have had a blessed day. You deserve it. Being humans hard, so don't be hard on yourself. The world's already hard enough. You know what I mean? We love y'all, man. I'm glad y'all come in here. You know what I mean? It keeps me going. Gives me something to look forward to every day. Hey, we got 6. But the channel wouldn't be nothing without you guys. Here, I'll show y'all a little thing, man. Look, I can green screen. I'll show y'all the numbers we got this month. Hold on. Shout out to y'all. This is how many views we've gotten in the past month. Now, for me, I know it's not some viral crap, but for me, I'm very grateful. You know what I mean? So shout out to you guys. It makes me feel cool. 6,000 people watched me this month. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, appreciate that, guys. I'm gonna hit this for that 6. But yeah. that one got me. Oh yeah, that one got me. Woo. Yeah, that one got me. That one got me for sure. But yeah, man. Forever grateful for you guys, man. Y'all want to see some Kentucky crystals while we riding, bro? Here we go. Look at this shit. Like, I got a whole line of beautiful crystals right in front of me, dude. I don't buy none of them, alright? You can go on my channel and find where I go and hunt my crystals. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all. Baby's a beaut. Hold on, I got a blue one, too. Hold on. Y'all. The bitch blue. So you can really see it, I get a little wet. See? I think it's blue. You know what I mean? So yeah. Ooh, I wonder if my baby will look good in this light. This is my favorite one, but the crystals are so small. That's why it's my favorite. They're the smallest little crystals, but it's hard for the camera to pick up on them because they're so little. But it has a million little tiny shiny parts to it. It's very intricate, very small. And then you got the big boy. It's yellow. See, look at this. Let's put them together beside each other. There's a contrast right real quick. Look at that. Wow, man. That's crazy. That is super blue, ain't it? Yeah, man. I love it. I be hunting rocks all the time, man. We'll make some more videos doing it, too. Our last venture produced these. Oh, yeah. Let me show y'all that real quick. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Got in the creek bed. It's a dancing, boy. Because I clean them, you know what I mean? I make sure they're well taken care of, you know? I love my geodes. It's like my one, like, special thing I do that for myself. I go rock hunting. My papa always hunted rocks. My nephews hunt rocks. And I didn't even have to tell them how to do it. They just do that. You know what I mean? And no one really taught me how to do it. I was outside and found one and I busted it. And I was like, yo! What's that? And then kept finding the rest of them that looked like that one. You know what I mean? And over the years, I just got good at it, I guess. As good as I am, I guess. I love that color, man. So I said, hold on. Yeah, we got close. Got close. Oh yeah, I do have a polished piece of amethyst. I will say that I have 3 stones on here in my house that I have purchased. 3. Okay? I got 1 piece of rose quartz that I purchased. I got 1 piece of amethyst also purchased. And I got 1 piece of euphorite. If you don't know what this does, once I get the flashlight, it'll be cool. I'll show you. It's a euphorite. So you hit it with a flashlight and it'll glow. There's a certain type of light that it has to be hit with, though. That's how you find them, though. You shine that light on the ground and it'll glow. And it'll hold it in there, too. It'll glow orange. It's in Michigan. Shout out to the mitten, baby. You know what it is. We lived there for a spell. Loved it. Hated it. one and the same. It's a great place, but the people are cool. I've had some really good friends who still live there. I got some exes. You know what I mean? I got stories from old Michigan, boy. Let me tell you. That was a time. That was a time. That was on COVID era, baby. On Tucky. That's where I got the nickname Tucky, man. They used to call me Kentucky in Michigan, and they embroidered it on my shirts and shit. They never called me Jacob. They called me Kentucky. And some of the shirts they couldn't fit in the name thing Kentucky, so they put Tucky, and that's where Tucky was born. Yeah. Because you go up to Michigan, they don't talk like this. No, hell no, they don't talk like this. I stand out, boy. What are you talking about? I'm like, what you say to me, son? And they're like, what'd you say? I don't even. Yeah, man. But it's kind of cool because your voice makes you stand out, so when you looking for, to be noticed, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty helpful. Your trusty ethnic accent, you know what I'm saying? That Appalachian, son. And it is. I don't sound like somebody from Texas. And he don't sound, somebody from Texas don't sound like somebody from Mississippi. And they don't sound like somebody from Georgia. But none of us sound like somebody from, like, up north. At all. You know what I mean? Hello. Hello. Hold on. Hello. If I talked with no country accent, it would sound like this. Because I used to work at Verizon, and I'd be like, thank you for calling Verizon. My name is Jacob. How may I help you? But I have to work to make my voice sound like it. You know what I mean? I have to really try. I have to, like, force it. See, as I relax my vocal cords again, I go back into how I actually sound. You know what I mean? And it ain't, hello, and thank you for calling Verizon. My name is Jacob. How may I help you? You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Can I please get your account number? Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Nah. Ain't it. Ain't it, because that ain't how I really sound. This is my real voice, Chuck. Straight gangster. Kiss the ring, bitch. I'm paid. I'm paid. You ever seen that episode of Chappelle Show? This is, He said, actually, Chuck, this isn't my real voice. This is my real voice, Chuck. Straight gangster. I love that episode, man. I think I might watch some Chappelle Show tonight, man. I think I need that in my life. I think I need some Chappelle Show in my life, just to laugh a little bit. He said, I'm paid. I'm paid. Oh. He said, next person say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Believe that. Bitch better have a gun. Now, there ain't no honor in nobody no more. Everybody wants to solve their problems with guns now. Ain't nobody got the chutzpah to stand up and fight. But that's what's the good thing about being an infantry veteran, I guess. You know what I mean? You're trained in gunfighting, but you're confident enough to stand up in a fist fight. You know what I mean? And that's I feel like the good balance. You know what I mean? I think everybody should get that kind of training. If you're going to carry, I think you should have the confidence to stand up for yourself with your two hands and also have the ability to, use that thing when necessary. You know? My hair went down my shirt. I thought someone was on my back. I was like, but yeah. Oh, we're at 2 hours, folks. Much love. I will catch y'all in the morning. It's been real. We'll talk to y'all. You said.